Can you close the door?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, come in.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. All right, my friend. So I'm the ER doc, John. So I guess our behavioral health people, for whatever reason, they don't want you to have your phone while they talk to you because they're worried about you recording them. So tell me kind of what's your thought process in all this?
So there was one time I was at a hospital, and the lady, who was also a counselor, a behavioral counselor, she lied and submitted a false document, and she submitted that to a court to discredit me in my current lawsuit.
Gotcha. So you kind of had a bad experience with this.
Yeah.
What if we have a third party sit in, one of our nurses sit in?
I mean,
Because then you would have a third party that's unbiased, that's not with behavioral health or with you. And that way, if there's a discrepancy, they're here to say what happened.
I don't think that's good enough.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but we also have to have you evaluated. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm fine.
well, you're saying you're being shot with a heart attack gun and driving erratically, right? And there were people concerned about your behavior. So, you know, I would argue you might not be fine.
And what was wrong with me?
Well, I don't know. I mean, do you have any psychiatric diagnoses?
Stress, depression, PTSD, and autism.
My concern would be some type of psychosis.
No,
I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm telling you my concern, you know?
I don't have psychosis. I was physiologically manifesting symptoms of something last night.
Well, can you understand why I would be concerned if a patient says they got shot with a heart attack gun?
Yeah, look, I understand, but I have 2 cases going on in federal court, and it's against my interest to lie to you. So there's no reason why I would lie and make this shit up.
I don't think you're lying or making anything up. You know, I mean, there's 2 possibilities. You got shot with a heart attack gun, and I'm not going to be able to prove that, or that there is some level of psychosis.
Or something else.
What's the other possibility?
Or I got poisoned or something.
Or you got poisoned by something, sure. So if you don't think it's psychosis, what's the harm in getting evaluated by someone from behavioral health?
Because they may lie in a court document.
What was the story with the erratic driving, Jordan?
No, they just said that he had called saying that he was being poisoned, and then they couldn't get him to stop, and then he finally stopped.
Gotcha.
That's brought up here.
Okay. So why did you let the ambulance bring you here?
I did.
The ambulance took you here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why did you let them? What was your reasoning for wanting to come to the emergency room?
Because I got poisoned or something.
Okay. So did we do anything to stop that poison?
Seems like it.
Well, we gave you an antipsychotic. We gave you a medicine called droperidol, which is an antipsychotic.
Well, I was having other physical symptoms, so.
I'm not saying you weren't, but we gave you droperidol, and what else did we give? Benadryl. And what?
Portal, maybe? I'm not sure.
I'd have to look. I can look exactly, but I know you got droperidol, Benadryl, and Valium. You know, droperidol is an antipsychotic, Valium's an anxiolytic to help with stress, anxiety, and then Benadryl kind of prevents some of the side effects of droperidol, which can be like restlessness or dystonia. So, I mean, I'm in a spot where, you know, right now, like, I have well, anybody that evaluates you has the ability to put you on an M1 hold in the state of Colorado, which is a 72-hour involuntary hold, right? And for me to put someone on a hold, I have to believe that they represent a risk to themselves or to others.
I don't represent a risk to myself or others.
Well, I mean, was there any report of erratic driving, Jordan?
That I know
Nope.
of.
Just because you gave it to me once doesn't mean I need that antipsychotic.
I'm not saying, I'm just trying to have an honest conversation. I'm just trying to help you, you know what I mean?
And
I'm
I'm
not
not-
trying to
yeah,
make
and
you
I'm trying to
anything.
help.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do what's the best thing for you and, you know, what makes the most sense, you know? Who do you think is poisoning you?
So I am suing the state of India and
Indiana or India?
India
The country of India?
and a couple of other defendants.
Okay. So ultimately, you know, I may not agree with your perception of things, right? But you are allowed to have a different perception as long as you're not an imminent danger to yourself, right?
Yeah, I am not an imminent
So
danger to myself.
what's your living situation?
I'm going back to my home in St. George, Utah.
How are you getting there?
I am driving with the car.
You have your own car?
Yes,
Okay. And who are you gonna live with?
my service dog.
I mean, you're just gonna live by yourself in St. George?
Yeah, but I interact with people.
Okay. And where do you live right now?
I was in Chicago and I'm on my way back.
Okay. Do you have anyone that I can call to get? Because basically, I have to get enough information from you to show that you are not a threat to yourself. And right now, I don't have enough information to do that. Right. So if you were to try to leave right now, I would put you on an M1 hold and you would get detained. And you wouldn't like it, but I got to make sure you're safe, right? So I need enough information from you. One of the benefits of doing this behavioral health eval is they take on that onus and they get collateral information.
You can call my mother.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have her number?
Yeah.
You talk to her regularly enough
Yeah.
that, yeah, let me talk, because if I can get, you know, like, let me give you an example. If someone said that they were being, I'm not saying this is you, I'm giving you like a really far-fetched example, right? If someone told me that they were getting chased by 30-foot frogs all the time, right?
Yeah.
That, you know, I mean, I don't believe that, but I guess it is possible, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, it doesn't really matter if it's possible as long as they're still living their lives safely.
Yeah.
Right? Because then it's called a fixed delusion or paranoia. People are allowed to be paranoid. People are allowed to be delusional. People are allowed to be psychotic. And I can't force them against their will. But if I talk to your mom and she says, "Oh no, he's been saying all this stuff," you know, then that's concerning. If I talk to her and she says, "Oh no, he thinks people are poisoning him, but you know, he's living his life and he's safe and he hasn't tried to hurt himself," then I wouldn't really have a reason to hold you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't, especially if you don't want to be evaluated by them. You know, would you be willing to be evaluated by them if you had?
Call my
your
mom
phone?
first, and
Okay.
can you give me an Adderall so I can wake up? Because I am regularly prescribed an Adderall.
Oh, okay. What dose do you take?
30 milligrams.
30. Do we carry Adderall?
I'll have to look.
I'll have to look if we carry it because it's not, you know, it's not like a typical hospital med, but
Yeah.
it's obviously an outpatient med, but we may have it. Let me call your mom. Jordan's gonna write the number down in her name, okay?
847-380-0100.
Okay, what's her name?
Vera.
V-I-R-A?
Vera.
V-E-R-A. V-E-R-A? Okay.
Close the door, please.
Okay.
Everything good with the dog?
Yeah, so far.
Okay. Just checking on you.
Thanks.
Okay.